And that is a sign that we are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show. Today we're going to be doing a review of DeAtramentis, Robert Lewis. I forgot the scanner. I'm using a different microphone in today, so you'll have to tell me if the microphone is good or not, because I won't know. Okay, so, and of course, okay, everything looks good. Okie dokie. So I don't know what is going on, but my OBS is doing this thing where it won't allow me to make my streams any bigger than 320p, which is freaking annoying. So if anybody knows how to fix that issue, please let me know in the comment section below. I'd be ever so grateful. So today is Saturday, July 25th, 2020. Today is 2:07:0365. Today's ink is DeAtramentis Robert Lewis, or well, Louis, depending on where you come from. And today's ink sample was generously provided by Miss Turtle. You can find her link in the description. Hi, Margie, how are ya? Are you having a nice day? Oh boy, well, you have fun editing. It was nice to see you. We'll see you later tonight, yeah? It is a beautiful day. I've already been out in it. I think I've had my fill for right now of the day, but we will see. Okay. So today's question is, what made you smile this week? And today's quote of the day is, laughter is the closest distance between two people. This is how the ink sample came. This is the ink swatch that will go to inkswatch.com at the end of the month. And this is our comparison panel. This is Exceed 100 GSM paper. A look at yesterday's ink. I did some calligraphy on this day's journal entry. So, and yesterday I used my steel flex nib to do all of this beautiful calligraphy, which makes me really mad, Kevin, if you're watching. All right, see you later, Margie. Have a nice day. So I did do some calligraphy, and it did bleed through a little bit, but I don't see any of the other from this page on this bleeding through to the next page, so that's good. Okie dokie. All right, let's get into some paper, shall we? Let's look at the paper first. DeAtramentis, Robert Lewis. This is the writing tablet from shopiScholar.com. Did not feather. Did not bleed through. I would totally use the backside of this paper. Express It filler paper, quad rolled paper. It did not feather very much. It did not feather very much. It barely went through the page. A little bit of maybe some heavy ghosting, but other than that, I would totally use the backside of this paper. Target.com 5-star paper. Did feather. This tells me that it's going to bleed. This was a bloody mess. I would not use the backside of this paper. HP Inkjet 24-pound copy paper. It didn't feather as much as I thought it would. But it did bleed a little bit. Very heavy ghosting. I would not use the backside of this paper. HP Premium 32-pound paper. It didn't hardly feather at all. And it didn't bleed through the page, so I would totally use the backside of this paper. Walmart Pen and Gear Memo Book. Did not feather. Did not, maybe heavy ghosting, maybe a little bit of ghosting right there, but other than that, I would totally use the backside of this paper. Tomoe River 52 GSM. Did not feather. No bleeding, no ghosting. I would totally use the backside of this paper. Rhodia dot paper. Did not feather. No bleeding, no ghosting. I would totally use the backside of this paper. Fabriano Eco Qua. Did not feather. No bleeding, no ghosting. This is where the perforated line is, so it kind of bled through the perforated line, but that's okay. No bleeding, no ghosting. I would totally use the backside of this paper. CVS Caliber notebook paper. No bleeding. No ghosting. I would totally use the backside of this paper. The Premier Premium Journal from the 99-cent store. It feathered ever so slightly. And it did bleed through the page, so I would not use the backside of this paper. Lamy Notebook 90 GSM. No bleeding, no ghosting, no bleed through. I would totally use the backside of this paper. Clairefontaine 90-gram French roll paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. I would totally use the backside of this paper. Mead, last but not least, Mead. It didn't feather as much as I thought it would. However, it did bleed through the page. I would not use the backside of this paper. And this is the result of the Maryland Darling test. This is Robert Louis. Let's look at some comparisons, shall we? This is today's ink. It's DeAtramentis Robert Louis. This is Pirate Reserve DC Super Show Blue. This is Robert Oster Lake of Fire. This is Freedom of the Starry Skies Unicorn Blue. This is Diamond Skull and Roses. This is Noodler's Midnight Blue. Fountain Pen Revolution Blue Black. Pure Pens Solitaire. Nemesine Blue Snowball Nebula Twinkle. I need to rewrite this card. Organic Studios Ralph Waldo Emerson Twilight Blue. Monteverde Blue Velvet Cake. Twisby Midnight Blue. Diamond Bloody Brixit. Aurora Blue. And Rohrer and Klinger Königsblau. What did you think of today's ink? Would you write with this ink? Would you buy a bottle of this ink? Well, let's see if we can find a sample on Google. Let's see. DeAtramentis Robert Louis. Van Ness Pens. Oh boy, it does have a longer name. I didn't know that. DeAtramentis Robert Louis Stevenson South Sea Blue. Wow, that is a mouthful. Robert Louis Stevenson. Wow. That is a very large mouthful. So, DeAtramentis Robert Louis Stevenson South Sea Blue. Oof. 35 ml bottle for $14. 4 ml sample for $2.50. Or if you're in the EU, sorry, £12, 18 pence. At any rate, I hope that was helpful to some of you. That is all for today. So thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Love you. Bye.